So Coopermondo is our NGO. It was founded in 2007 by Cooperative, which is the biggest Italian association of cooperatives. The strategic objectives, which were, given to Coopermondo for its when it was born, it was for the promotion of the cooperative model, the support of cooperative firms and experiences, and I will explain better later. And then in the years, it has become more and more central in our action, the women economic and social empowerment, and we will see why. The sector in which we act and we have projects are, of course, all the sectors of where cooperatives are engaged in Italy and all over the world. So I put only some here, which are agriculture, health, gender, banking and microfinance, tourism, but there is culture and there are more. But of course, are all the sectors where our cooperatives are active in Italy. So all the economic sectors where we can work. And so with this, we can help or cooperate with other countries. A few figures. We are only 3 in Italy. We have 3 national staff. 2 of that, the other 2, one is me, of course. The other 2, Veronica and Josephine, are linked with us, are in this chat, in this video today. And perhaps they will intervene later. We have 2 local staff in Colombia, because Colombia is one of the main countries where, our strategic presence in Colombia has been there for years and years. We have a person who helps us technically in Togo, in a project I'll show you later. And we have one head of project in Cabo Verde, Cabo Verde. We only work abroad, so 100% of our engagement is abroad. And the main regions where we have projects are Central and Latin America and Sub-Saharan Africa. With some pictures, I will introduce some of our projects, the most important actually. One is in Colombia, we have different projects, but the most important one is in cooperation and partnership with SENA, which is a branch of their Ministry of Labor. So what they do is the education and training of trainers. We do with them this, the main objective of this project is to promote and support cooperation in agriculture and tourism, but also in other sectors, but mainly in these two. And doing so, in the past 5 or 6 years, we've been sending experts from our cooperatives, and people from Colombia have come to Italy in a sort of exchange of experiences, of trainings, and it's a very important project. It seems that we all benefit from here and there. We benefit from these exchanges. The beneficiaries are cooperatives, which already exist in Colombia, but we also have assisted in these years to the birth of startups, and we have also empowered entrepreneurs to understand better what is the cooperative model, if it fits with what their need is in their country, etc. So as you can imagine, I guess many of you do this kind of stuff. In Togo, the main project we have there in this country, where we've also been working for many years, mainly on the credit side with our banks, cooperative banks. But from 1 year, since 1 year, we've been engaged on a productive chain, which has ended in the support of this pineapple, which is called the dolcetto. Dolce in Italian means sweet. So dolcetto is the name of this pineapple, which is a very peculiar one, because it's white, it's very sweet. So it looks, although it looks similar to the classical traditional pineapple, it's very different in taste and also shape. This pineapple so is so typical, and we've helped the cooperatives which produce this fruit. We've helped them to export the product to Italy. We helped them to have it certified by fair trade. It's today a fair trade product. It's today an organic product, and they are exporting it thanks to this project that we have with our Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They're exporting it to Italy mainly, but also to other European countries. I think Germany is one of them. I've been told a couple of weeks ago. Perhaps our German friends, if they want, I can share more info when I will have, because okay, who knows? So maybe you see it in your supermarket, you can buy it, and then you tell us if it's good as we think. And so we are reinforcing the productive chain and the export, and the cooperatives involved in this project are more than 300, and there are 1,000 more people around with families, of course, all the what it means, of course, when you develop a rural area. And then the third project I'm briefly presenting is the new one we have in Cape Verde, which is a very big project, a very important one. This is also funded by our Ministry of Affairs, of Foreign Affairs, through our Agency of Development. It is Terra di Valore, which means land of values, or land of value. And we are leading partner in this project. Which is based on an inclusive and sustainable rural development. This is the main objective. We are training people in managing the natural resources and becoming resilient to the climate change effect, which of course, as we know, is impacting everywhere. And we are strengthening the capacity of production and of facing markets with their fruit, vegetables, and dairy products, which are the main products in the area. There is a very big focus strong focus in this project on gender issues, which has become in years, as I was telling, very central in our projects, as it is, I guess, in all countries, because we know this theme of the equality and of on the other side of violence against women is actual everywhere. We are trying to strengthen women, to empower them through decent work, and through to help gain a social role which can strengthen their position in families and communities. And cooperatives, the model of a cooperative, we know because we use it in Italy and in Europe, etc. But we know that in many countries, and there as well, can be a very useful model to help them to organize better, to be more inclusive, and then also to be resilient to climate change, as I was telling. These are the three of our projects. We have more. We are working in Mozambique. We are working in other countries, but these are the three which I choose to explain the different areas on which we work and what we use. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, our Cooperative believes that the international cooperation is 7.5. I would say so because Cooperative, the main organization which gave birth, let's say, to Coopermondo, does many other things. So, of course, we cannot say it's the main objective, but still we are very supported in the organization, and many cooperatives work with us and are willing to share with us their experiences and give us advice. The main tools we use and the methodologies is a peer-to-peer, of course. I think, I guess all of us are working like this. We have a participatory methodology, so we share with our partners the process to arrive to a project, because we start from needs which are present in the communities where we work. We use, as many of you, the ILO tools for cooperative development, and then we have these two main roles. I mean, we act directly as a cooperative, as an NGO in the countries. We participate in tenders, etc. But we also support our cooperatives in doing their own international projects. So perhaps we participate as a technical partner, or we support them. The key lessons, of course, is that we need more and more, as it was before, but now it's even more important to establish equal partnerships. We have to create relationships with communities, and we have to start from real needs, of course. And our main donors, I told you, is also the Italian Church, is the Foreign Ministry. And at the moment, we are not working with with other ICDP members. But who knows? Among the SDGs, we have, of course, we can choose many, I guess, as any of you, but I thought that perhaps in the last years we are focusing on the gender equality, which is the objective 5, on decent work and economic growth, because we are cooperatives, so we use the decent work and the cooperative model as an equal one to get to communities and to improve, if we succeed, their lives. And then, of course, sustainable communities, the 11th SDG. 3 expectations from ICDP, from this Tuesday talk, and perhaps from what happens next, is synergies among us. I know there are already. We can do better. For us, better because we were not here before. I mean, I was not here. I'm getting to know you, and I would like to establish more synergies, more way of exchange, of good practices, of lesson learned by us, by you, so we can perhaps not do the same mistakes. And I would like, this is really my dream, that we could co-design new projects. We can start together a new project from scratch. We can go together hand in hand, and we can try to make proposals to donors. That's it. I hope it was clear. My colleague Veronica can take the floor if she wants to add something, and we are ready for questions. Thanks.